If you are new here, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Hugs, bougie kiss, mwah, bougie kiss, mwah. Hi, bestie. So nice to see you again. Thank you for returning. I love you. You already know what we're going to talk about. Before I move any further, if you would like to book one-on-one coaching with me, as well as any of the other wonderful things that I have to offer, go ahead and click the link, www.lawofoassumptionprincess.com. Always be sure to read the disclaimer in full, Bookie, because it helps you out, it helps me out, and it makes everything easier for the both of us. Thank you. So, this conversation is inspired by one of my lovely clients. I did not get permission to mention her name, so I'm not going to mention her name, but if she's watching, I'm pretty sure she'll know that this was inspired by a conversation I had with her. Because I like to just keep, everything confidential with clientele. But y'all, I tell y'all this in videos all the time. A lot of the times when I am in sessions with y'all, the conversation starters for videos, the ideas that I get, it's just like the birthplace for them. And I love it because, and I thank y'all for that too. Because it's just so nice to like engage. Y'all know if you've ever had a session with me, we get to the nitty gritty. So like, but it's really nice to just engage and, just be able to see where you guys stand and be able to help other people who might be in the same predicaments, because that is what your girl is here for. That's what the Law of Assumption Princess is here for. So today I wanted to talk about why there doesn't have to be a hard part in manifestation. So this client in particular, she pointed this out to me. She kind of had an epiphany in the middle of our session. And she was like, oh my gosh, I am having the realization. I am having the realization and the recollection that I have expected it to be an upward battle while I've been manifesting. She was setting the stage, like I say, she was expecting, calling in a hard experience, because she felt as though experiencing the hard experience, so to speak, is the rite of passage. It's like the little key card that gets you into the hotel room, right? That is what she was viewing that experience as. So she was essentially painting a picture to herself and telling herself the story that in order to get the things that I want, some shit gotta go down. Some shit has to hit the fan. The other shoe has to drop. And guess what? How many of us are guilty of the same? A lot. That's why we're talking about this, right? But as I've said before, like 50 trillion billion, a million times before, and I will keep saying that. I don't care. This is a channel of repetition, baby. All right. Ain't that a part of the lawsuit? Repetition. So I don't care how many times I have to say it, but these things do not have power or jurisdiction over you. See, this is why neutrality is important. This is why neutrality is important, but also this is why paying attention to the story that you're telling is important, because that's what it boils down to at the end of the day. If you have experienced something in your past, your old story, that made you feel powerless, that made you feel like you weren't in control, that you can't get the things that you want, all of these things no longer have anything to do with you, right? All of these things do not coincide with your story. Okay? They actually counteract it. They actually don't make any sense in the same sentence. Yeah? Because it's a contradiction, right? So with that being said, all of these things that you have experienced are no longer your experiences. Okay? So that means even when you are approached with something in your 3D, who's to say it has to be hard? Who's to say that you can't restructure it to say, hey, this isn't hard, it's just different? Because when you go neutral, when you don't assign it a meaning, that means it's Godzilla. It has the capability to just tear buildings down in your life. It can't. It simply cannot. I've really honestly been saying lately, I've really been resonating lately with the law of you. I've been saying like this is the law of you a lot, because I mean truthfully it is, but genuinely, honestly, there doesn't have to be a hard part. What is your story right now? What is the story, the current page that you are on in your book? What does it read? Because that's what's getting ready to happen next. Okay, what does it read? What does it say? Does it say, oh, This person gets everything they want with ease and speed because this person honestly already has everything they want right now. This person knows that they're constantly in the state of having and being the person that has it all. What does the next page say? There is no rite of passage when it comes to the law. It is just you being reflected back to you. It is just you being reflected back to you. Why would I write someone into the script? Why would I write something into the script that I just eventually want to take out later? Because it's redundant, right? It's a redundant action to do something like that. I'm going to put something here and I'm going to want to undo it later, but I'm still going to put it here for the sake of me needing to do that for no reason other than to make life harder for myself. That is essentially what's going on when you're telling yourself, oh, okay, there has to be a hard part in order for me to get what I want. Limiting belief, ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Somebody ring the bell. Somebody make the noise. We got a limiting belief alert. And we're not having that. Drink of the day from my Zimbo. It's cranberry juice. Y'all, I saw a tweet recently that said, cranberry juice tastes like it don't want to be wet. It sent me. I don't know. That sent me. Like, that sent me overboard. Have not stopped thinking about it since, because why does it make sense? Why do I get what they were trying to say? At any rate, you don't have to come to expect for the end to be nigh. There is a person, you know what? I might go ahead and insert his TikTok in this video just because I feel like he puts it so eloquently, and he talks about how, you know, a lot of times we want our manifestation and we want it to be instant, obviously, blah, 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 blah. But he talks about how if you would just take your awareness away from the things that you don't want to be, that is what would make your manifestation instant. I'm gonna go ahead and enter it right here.
So, how do you manifest quicker? We all want our desires to come in like that. However, when it doesn't show up straight away, we start worrying, where is it? I want it now, I need it now. And the tendency is to try and manifest quicker. When we do this, often inadvertently, we delay our manifestation. That's not good. We want our desire to come in and we are pushing it away. I want you to understand the mechanics behind manifesting so this makes sense to you. So you actually understand why trying to manifest quicker delays the manifestation process. And I also want to make sure you understand the mechanics behind basic default manifesting. When you have a desire, it is essentially a sign that it is ready to come in to your physical reality right now. Not in a year's time, not next week, but it's ready to come in now. This doesn't mean you're going to see it necessarily now, but the orchestration happens immediately. The minute you accept that desire as a done deal, boom, everything starts to shift to reflect your new desired reality. When you start panicking, you are no longer in that state of the wish fulfilled. You are no longer accepting that your desire is a done deal. You are saying, I don't have my desire, I need it now. Even if you're consciously saying, I know I have my desire, but I want it to come in quicker, energetically feel into that sense of urgency and panic. It's coming from a state of lack. The tendency as well is to start consuming more content, reading more books, because you're looking for that clue that you're sure you missed because it's taking so long. And again, when you're doing that, you're focusing inadvertently on the lack of your desire. When you get a desire, it's literally a sign that it is ready to come in the fastest way possible. The fastest way possible. Literally, you can't speed it up. It is by default coming in the quickest way possible. The important thing to realize, or to start to remind yourself when you start getting anxious, is, I know I want to speed up the process. Of course I do. I don't want to wait. But I also know that the more I try to speed up the process, the more I knock myself out of the wish fulfilled. I'm setting myself up for more anxiety and more stress. So I'm just going to rest in the fact that if I didn't get that desire, it wouldn't be ready. But I did get that desire. So it is ready. And it's coming into my reality right now, even if I can't see it. Even if it seems like it's taking a long time, it is already happening in the fastest way possible. Surrender to that and enjoy that peace.
I love his TikTok. I love his videos. He's super cool. Okay, check him out. But y'all, I love how the light died. That is so fun. Anyway, listen, let me tell you something. The late great Michael Jackson once said, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Y'all probably like, Tiffany, be quiet. See, we just had to shift from one part of the room to the other. But was it hard, or did we just do it with great style and class as the person who has everything they want already? No, but seriously, y'all, I'm being funny, but like, I really want y'all to just restructure the way in which you view things coming into your possession. Think about it. Why does it have to be hard? Why do I have to expect anything that I want to come into my experience to be this uphill battle? Why am I describing it as such? Why am I identifying as such? Because all it takes is a decision. All it takes is a split decision. Even if I'm scared, even if I'm nervous, even if I'm a little weary. And the reason I always say things like that, I point those things out, is because I don't want y'all to feel like because you have big emotions around making a decision that you've never made before, that it means you're doing it wrong. That is why you will always find in my video, I will always preface like, yes, even when you're triggered. Yes, even when you're scared. Because it's important for you to know as a creator that even when you feel those things, it does not mean you're doing something wrong. It doesn't. It means that you are a human being with emotions, okay? It means that your ego knows that you're doing something that you have never done before. And sometimes you're going to feel things. And it doesn't mean you're failing or going backwards. And it doesn't mean every part of this journey has to be super scary and super emotionally taxing and super dark. No, I want you to change the setting. I want you to change the story. I want you to get bored. I want you to get bored of the old story. I want you to genuinely like do away with it. Okay. And I want you to come to realize I don't have to keep adhering to this stupid story that is getting me nowhere, that says I have to go through a hard part to get my manifestation because I have to earn it. No such thing. No such thing. Worldly concept, limited concept, 3D realm concept, not the truth. Do away with it because it's boring. Do away with it because you're better. Do away with it because you exist so far above that. Like, you at your core, you at your purest state, who you really are. You exist above so much of those lies. It's a facade. It is a facade. And it's not your fault that you had that thought. It is not your fault that you think that sometimes. Okay? It's just not your belonging. It's not your property. So I want you to let it go. Give it back to the lost and found. There has to be no hard part. There is no hard part. Manifestation is easy in of itself. Everything that comes to be is to serve me. Everything that comes into my awareness, comes into my existence, comes from my consciousness. Oh, rest assured it benefits me. Rest assured it's working out for me because that is who I am. And that is who you be. That is who you be. What does it look like to be the person that just knows that it's going to come easily, Tiffany? What does it look like to be the person that is deciding what does it look like to be the person that gets things easily? All it takes is a decision and standing firm on that decision. Decide it right now. Oh, what if I fall out of the state of deciding that I have it now? What if I fall out of the state of deciding that it's easy to do it? That's okay. Decide again. That's okay. Jump back into the state again. Because it's just making a decision. Getting into the state of deciding that it's going to be easy for you to manifest. Getting into the state of deciding that it's going to be easy for you to get what you want. There's no hard work involved in that. There's no hard work involved. Even if you have a thought that is a hypocritical thought to what you just decided, still choose to say it is so. Still choose to say it comes easily to me. There is no hard part. That is it. And do that again and again and again and again. And keep doing it, even if it feels uncomfortable. Keep doing it. The repetition of doing it will make you have it, will make you be it. Okay? I feel like I've been rambling so much. There's so much I want to say. There's so much I want to say, but I save it for another video. I have to save it for literally another video. Okay, y'all. So I'm just going to end it right here. All right. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter if you do not already. It is just at It's Her Universe. You already knew that. All right. And also, if you are not already, which I'm going to fight you if you're not following me on TikTok and Instagram at TiffriahGrande, oh, we're going to have a problem. Okay. And also make sure that you follow me on my Law of Assumption Insta, because I'm on there all the time. It is at Law of Assumption Princess. All right. And until next time, you know that I love you. 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 I love you.
Switching never sessions for